Good morning, friends. Welcome back to the John Went Walking channel. I'm back on the Florida Trail this morning. I hiked down from just above the Richloam General Store out on Route 50 down here to where the river trail crosses. It's about a 5-mile hike down here, and getting ready to turn around and go back. And I thought I would just bring you with me on the way back so you can take a look at the trail out here. We're made it to summertime. It's Memorial Day today, so summertime here in Central Florida, and everything's as green and beautiful as it can be. And I'm just getting in a nice hike here this morning. The heat and humidity is back in Florida, has been for the past several weeks. Rain has finally moved in. We've been getting afternoon thunderstorms off of the Gulf coming in through the Tampa Bay area into Central Florida. Finally getting some rain. Been in a drought here for a year, but it looks like we're finally working our way through the drought. Tried to get out a little bit early this morning because the heat's coming, and then of course the storm later in the day. But thought I'd get out here and get my hike in while I could. And man, it's nice to have everybody back along with me. I hope it's as beautiful on film as it is being out here actually walking through these woods. Incredible work out here. Incredible. Very sturdy, solid bridge. Incredible work by the volunteers. Still not carrying a full pack out here with me. I'm carrying my day pack. I've got it weighted down to about 25 pounds. Got lots of water, of course, and just trying to work on the fitness aspect. Still moving towards the through hike attempt, the Florida through hike attempt, with ultimately on to the AT. But working towards that goal, and I've been on track for a little while. I wasn't quite ready this past January to give it a shot. I was still a little bit heavy, but the past 6 months have been very productive, not just weight wise, but been getting into the gym and working out pretty hard. I could have made the Florida Trail through hike attempt this past winter, spring. Logistically, I was ready. I just felt like I wasn't physically fit. I had lost 25 or 30 pounds. That part was good, but I just didn't feel strong. I don't want there to be any excuses when I go out. I want to be as ready as I can be, both logistically and physically, and that's what I've definitely been working on this year. So this year, not only has the weight continued to drop, but by being in the gym 3 or 4 days a week, it's making a big difference. I'm out on the bicycle. I'm just way more fit than I was this time last year. Again, it's just impossible to thank these guys enough. The folks that come out here and work on these trails. This trail around Richloam is just incredibly well maintained. You can see, check out this bridge. Check out how nice that is. A lot of hard work, very well maintained. Just, we're incredibly blessed to have the trail volunteers that we have here in Florida on the Florida Trail. Thank you. If anybody's watching this, it helps on the Florida Trail, thank you. I appreciate all that you do. Such a beautiful morning out here. Very humid, but very beautiful. So I'm on the Florida Trail out in the western corridor around Orlando, the western side of Orlando, the western corridor. And I left this morning about up at mile 370, which is up near Route 50. And I hiked down to 365, and so this entire video is like from 365 back up to 370. Have to park my car up there, so I can't go point to point. I had to hike down and then hike back, and I still wanted to get in my 10 or 12 miles with my semi-heavy pack. Like I said, maybe 20-25 pounds, but I'm getting it done. It's all good. I got lots of water, sweating like crazy, but it's Florida and it's approaching the summertime, and this is how it is in the summertime. It's hot and humid and sticky, and to be honest, I love it. I'm out here this morning with about a little over 100 ounces of water, and I do have a filter with me, but I don't know if where there would be water out here, but I expect to drink. I'll be out probably till I finish. I'll be right at about 11, maybe 12 miles, right around 3 hours, and I will drink every single drop of it. I tell you, something about this time of year, like getting reacclimated to the heat and the humidity, but there's just something joyful about it, knowing that it's back. And I'm enjoying every single footstep. The sun's coming out up over top of me now. It's getting to be late in the morning, and I'm so grateful just to be out here. had a few friends, one here in Florida, handful from up on the East Coast or out on the AT this summer, saying, John, you just got to go for it. Get out there and just go for it. Florida Trail's flat. You're going to power through it. And I don't disagree. I think it's okay. I think it's okay just to go out and work your way into it. But I'm about 4 months from turning 65, and I just want to give myself every advantage I can, and that means being as fit as I can be, kind of as light as I can be too, back like from my active duty days in the military, and being able to make sure that I'm physically capable of it. It's easy to make excuses and put off our goals. I know about that. From throughout my lifetime, I've accomplished many things, but I've also put off many things and delayed many things. But one thing for sure is, when the time comes this year, barring something crazy, unforeseen that I'm not aware of right now, there's going to be no excuses. I'm treating every day like preparation day. The only thing that could come up is I did apply with the Warrior Project for an Appalachian Trail through hike slot. They take old vets out every summer for AT through hike, and I applied. If I would happen to be selected, of course I couldn't turn that down, but other than that, I'm going to be ready for the Florida Trail this year. As much as I've grown to love the Florida Trail over the past year and a half, I'm still a AT guy at heart, an Appalachian guy at heart, the hills, the mountains. And for me, the AT will always be the big kahuna and my dream to complete. But man, I just can't overemphasize enough like how grateful I am for this trail, for the Florida Trail. It just allowed me to explore so much of the state, allows me to get in a lot of miles, hiking miles, time out here. It's just such an incredible blessing. I just absolutely love this trail. I grew up in the Mid-Atlantic. Just posted a previous video from Hancock, Maryland. Exactly where I grew up from, right there in that little part of the world. And it's about a half an hour, 45 minutes from the AT. This last month, I was out on the AT in 3 states, from Harper's Ferry, West Virginia, where the AT headquarters are, all the way through Maryland and up into Penmar, the Penmar area into Pennsylvania. So got through 3 states up there this last month in June. Got to see my mom. She spent a little bit of time with me out on the trail. 88 years young. She's still getting out there and getting the miles in. And I'll be back up there again. About another month, I'll be back up there for a week or more, back out on the trail up there. Gotta try to post a AT video on the channel when I get back up there. Just struck me, Memorial Day 2026, that's today. Next Memorial Day, I'll be out here, either be out here hiking on the Florida Trail, training for the Appalachian Trail, going back and forth into the mountains, or if I would happen to be accepted by the Warrior Project, I could be up in the mountains of Virginia, Memorial Day next year. It's kind of exciting to think about. One way or the other, eventually I'm going to end up on the Appalachian Trail, that's for sure. Ah, a little bit of shade and a little bit of breeze. Mornings like this reminds me why we don't do Florida Trail through hikes in the summertime. It's incredibly hot and humid out here, and I don't even think we're at 11 a.m. yet, friends. Just gonna keep it moving, get in my entire hike, and hope that Richloam General Store is open on Memorial Day, and probably have to go for one of those sweet, cold grape knee-highs. We'll see. Even a 3-hour hike out here in the late morning sun in Florida with the humidity, it's challenging, but it's not enough to really threaten. You know, it's not like I'm not able to finish it. But part of, you know, what I've been thinking about is I am prepping for the through hike. Even the Florida Trail, like a lot of my buddies, it's like Florida Trail's slam dunk, no way not to do it. It's still a long hike. A lot can go wrong, and you got to be prepared. But to me, you know, along with the logistically and physically, I'm going to be prepared. But there's still an element of mental toughness that's going to come into play, because a lot of the Florida Trail is on road. I don't know what the percentage is, but there's a lot of road walking, and I know that's going to be challenging. And so it's just, along with logistically being ready, physically being ready, I need to be thinking about that. I need to spend some time walking on the road in the heat this summer and be thinking about what that's going to do to me, the way I'm going to think about it. One thing for sure is I'm going to keep moving. I don't even really think you can train to be mentally tough. I think that comes over a lifetime of your experiences, with physical challenges and things that you've done in your lifetime that you've overcome that you thought you probably wouldn't be able to do. I've completed 86 marathons, the 26.2s, and 3 more dozen ultra marathons, including a 100-mile run in Vermont years ago. And I think after I finished that 100 that morning, early morning, I think after I managed to crawl in and just barely make it, but I think there was something that happened there, and it was like something triggered, and it's like, if you can complete this, then what is it that you couldn't finish? As long as you are completely committed to not quitting. And it's like that with much of our lives. We can just about accomplish anything if we commit to not quitting. That's the secret, I think. I really think it's because of all the endurance experience that I do have with the long distance events. I think that's what makes me deeply respect the through hikes, because I've never been out more than a few days, maybe a week at a time, hiking, even with all the other experience of the ultra events. And I know, based on my experience with all the ultra running, I know how much can go wrong, but I also know how it can go right, as long as you just keep putting one foot in front of the other. Again, something crazy can happen and knock you off or take you down, but as long as you can put one foot in front of the other and summon the will and the strength to do it, you're very likely to finish whatever it is that you start out to do.
Push down on the lever?
No.
Yeah, once you put your coin in, push it down real hard on that. Push it all the way down. Alright, now push in and pull out. There you go.
Hey man, it worked. Grape knee high. All right, friends, that wraps up my morning out here at Richloam on the long loop I did this morning. About a little bit over, about 3.5 hours. Got in right at 12 miles. It's the end of the morning. I wrapped it up here at Richloam General Store. I stopped in because they got an antique soda machine and knee-high grape sodas. Nothing better than that after a long, hot hike on the Florida Trail. Friends, I hope all of you have a wonderful day. I appreciate you being out here with me, and I'll see you again real soon from somewhere out on the Florida Trail. Goodbye, friends. Hey friends and family back home. Just a quick hello to say happy Memorial Day to all my family and friends back home. Got back out on the Florida Trail this morning. I got in almost 12 miles out here in the Florida sun. It's warming up this time of the year down here. I finished up my loop at the oldest country store in the state of Florida. It's Richloam. They still have knee-high grape soda, so it made it all worth it. I got myself a nice knee-high grape soda. It is so good. Hope everybody is doing fantastic back home. I miss you guys, think about you all the time. I sure hope everybody's doing well, and I'm looking forward to seeing you. Probably be back there sometime in early July, so I'm looking forward to seeing everybody then. Until then, happy Memorial Day. You guys enjoy the beginning of the summer. Goodbye, friends and family.